Oh, look at this. Wow, this is cool. So this is built right into the mountain, I guess. This is the wall. Or is that rock? No, that's got to be a wall. Maybe some of it's rock. And this is built straight into the back of the mountain here. Wow. This is great. And here's the original paint. Some kind of blue. Maybe a white. There's definitely a blue color to that. So 1950s, 1940s, blue was the color. And again, we've got these rocks for the floor. You can see the crack from the earthquake. I mean, yeah. I mean, once buildings like this have got cracks in them like that, they're just not reliable anymore. I mean, they're pretty reliable, but probably just not going to survive another earthquake, so you can't take the risk. Okay, another one of these units for liquid. I've been around a lot of the buildings, seen how it's all been constructed, seen the little footpaths, seen the storage rooms and ovens, two-story buildings, stairwells. Areas for sitting around and enjoying the sun, places to get the places to keep cool. And all the places to catch the view. So yeah, it's amazing. You can really see that these were you know, villages who were here for a long time, where every single rock was placed, every single rock on that wall was put there by someone, and then the earthquake happened and that was it. Everybody had to leave, and they're all down below in new houses, but the old village is still amazing. And you can see what a lovely building that was. Amazing, really. And you got these wells that are still intact. They seem to be made out of clay or something, and they're still in perfect condition by the looks of them. There's one there. And this is such a grand building over here with lovely steps up and entrance. I guess the outdoor oven. Look at that. How well made is that? Oh, amazing. Oh. The mini oven, if you're cooking for one. Try and get a few photos. And then the grand entrance to the first floor of your lovely house. Stand over there at the windows, look at the sea, and look, there's a horseshoe down there. I have to take a look at that. Indeed. Very old, small. Probably for a pony then, not a horse. You'd have to assume there were a couple of hundred people living here at least, given by how many houses there are, how many footpaths there are, and how much work went into building everything. So yeah, this is the abandoned village of Farsa, way up here in the mountains, just outside of Argostoli, and it's quite an adventure to take a walk around here and look at the old buildings, see how people lived, and admire the work that went into building such a place. So I might show you a little bit of the road, which as I'm leaving. It's mostly a rock road, so it's not ideal for driving in a car, but you can just about do it as long as you go really slowly. You can just about get up here. But like I said, if you meet another car, it's going to be a nightmare because it's just single lane, so someone's going to have to reverse a long way to let you get past. Mill wheel, I guess. Main Street. Look at that tree. Look at that. Wow. Incredible. Look at those blue arches. So these houses were, without question, very blue. Wow, that's the original. That is the original blue. No question. Oh, look at that. Blue. Second floor. Wow, I mean, blue is the color. Blue is the color. And on the outside as well. Can you just imagine this whole village in blue with people living here, cooking and eating and kids running around? Ooh, fancy. Steps into the basement. Or wherever that goes. Is that another alleyway? So well made. There's the slate roof. Mini steps. Oh, a little storage or oven storage, I guess. Well, this is the coolest spot, and this place might have been painted red going by that. Very cool down here. The original shelf, or quite possibly altar. Yeah, this room was definitely red. You can tell by that red on the wall. So reds and blues must have been popular. Whew, look at that. Lovely. And we get to go up our stairs. Ah, maybe this was an altar. Yeah. Curved walls. Steps. This is definitely Main Street. Yeah, you can really get a feel for the village here, can't you? Hello? Anybody home? Just coming up here. Coming up to see my friend here. Hello? How are you? There's the well. Another blue wall. And there's the church. Modern church. Obviously been rebuilt. But I think probably another well. Probably those are the original bells. Very big houses, 2-story. I guess that's the main entrance, and those were the stairs that once upon a time went up there, so they've completely collapsed during the earthquake. And there you go. Oh, look, and there's a well. I guess people had their own private wells. Padlock to keep the neighbours from stealing their water. So that's your main entrance. This is your ground floor, whatever that would have been, storage. You can see the construction. Beams that have just gone straight across, and then been boarded to make the first floor. Of course, amazing views from the window. An old storage or outhouse or something. And these square or rectangular units seem to be in every house. I think there's these for storage as well. So this completely crumbled. Those are the bottom steps, I guess. Ooh. Oh yes, here before. Those are those nice steps down there. There's a goat. So I get the feeling there were a couple of levels to this town, because there's that long path that comes along here, which is where a lot of the houses are, and then you come down a steep section and it looks like there's another set of paths that went down this way. And so probably just a couple of roads that would zigzag back and forth between all the houses, I guess. I'll have to see if I can find like a map or some pictures later on. So these are really well maintained. Well, obviously cracked, but and probably the newer houses that were built in the 40s and 50s would have had reinforced steel, so they probably would have survived much better than some of the older houses, which are probably just bricks and mortar. I'm surprised how many houses are two-story. You would have thought that like a single story would be more desirable in a place that's prone to earthquakes, but it seems that people built two-story houses a lot of the time. Here's another well. Oh, we can really see into this one. Oh wow! It's amazing these how they were constructed. They're all the same. They've all got this plastered internal surface. Let's see how deep we are. Wow, that's, what is that? 5 or 6 meters, and they're enormous. So they're enormous. So they hold a lot of water. Yeah. So there was a couple I've seen that were in people's houses, and then some others I've seen which look like they're kind of out here. So maybe there were some that are for everyone, and then there were some people had their own private ones, perhaps. So how people move stuff. I mean, would you even get a donkey up here? It's so steep in places. If you wanted to get a new table or some new chairs or something, how did you get them up to your house if you were way up there? Like way up there. You have to carry them up on your own, or could you get a donkey up here? I guess you had to have been able to get a donkey up here. Whoa. I guess you had to be able to get a donkey up here, because how else would you do it? It's so hot. You just wouldn't be able to take carrying unless you did it in lots of small goes. Here's another large well. And this one might still be in use. They've got a newish looking padlock on it, which probably could still be opened. So there you go. Some of these must still be in use or being preserved. They've got the pulley for lowering a bucket. Yeah, lovely little steps. You've got a lot of steps like that. Ground floor. There's our same construction, massive beams, and our little these little square storage areas or whatever they're supposed to be. Are they baths? I don't think the baths, because where would the water go out? There's no. Well, there's a hole. Well, I mean, I don't think people would have such large baths, would they? It's more likely a storage container for food or something. Flour maybe. Yeah, so there we go. It's pretty awesome just to explore an abandoned village like this. Hopefully the locals don't mind people looking around, but I mean, I guess it's an abandoned village, it's an abandoned village. I mean, if they wanted to, they could fence it off, I suppose, but what would be the point? There was some kind of a wall structure down here I want to take a quick look at. Oh, this is no wonder this new. Huh. So of course the point of these high walls is always to give you shade, you know. I mean, this wall and this wall are as tall as me. And this archway is very high, so where are we now? What kind of building is this? It's amazing how intricate these buildings are. You have all these, what I guess are storage areas, and you've got like little alleyways. You've got little platforms and floors. Goats, and yeah, see if I can go down that way. But yeah, it really does give you a feel for how an old village was. You can just imagine people walking along these little footpaths and shouting in the door, saying hello to people, and people sitting outside, chatting, kids running around. People carrying chairs and things, going, oh, it's so hot today and I've got to carry this all the way up to the top. There's a road that's kind of wide. So you could probably get your donkey and cart up maybe as far as that part, and then to bring it up there you got to just carry it the rest of the way yourself, I guess. Dinner? Ooh. Let's have a look at their oven. See if it's as nice as my oven. Yeah, it's a nice oven. It's a nice oven. Got green mould on it from a lack of use, and a tree growing over the top of it. Bedroom, maybe. I mean, if that's a wall and that's a wall, that's a very small room, but or maybe it's a courtyard, because again we've got this massive tree in the middle of it, which would be great for sitting outside and being cool, but then again we've got these holes for the beams, so this is probably actually a room on the first floor. Crazy. Here's one of the town wells, I guess. This one is very deep. And here are some new houses, I think. So I think I'm on the border of the new village. Just the levels of floors and paths. I mean, look at this footpath. Isn't this amazing? It's just rocks, and then they've been just built into a stairway which will last forever, pretty much. Some kind of round area with a tree in the middle. Yeah, that could be like a town square or something where people sit. The new town is not too far away. You can hear everybody talking and driving just down there. Just 70 years away from that. Oh boy. And you don't have to follow these ridiculous areas I'm going. There's a couple of main paths up and down the village. You can just walk up and down those and take a look at a lot of the buildings. I'm just too nosy, and I like to look around everywhere. And there's the car over there. Okay. Okay, well, there we go. The old abandoned, the old abandoned village of Farsa. Destroyed in the 1953 earthquake, and uninhabited ever since. The only building that remains is the church over there, and that's well, I mean, that's the only building that's been rebuilt. Everything else is just been left because it's too difficult to get up here on the old road. It's too you know, and then once you do get up here, there's nothing but old steps everywhere, so you know you couldn't bring a quad or anything up here. Even it's too steep for that. So yeah, you can drive up here on the road and park here and then just take a walk around, but yeah, that's it. Another beautiful day here in the island of Kefalonia. So this will give you a rough idea of the road. This bit is actually better than further down, but you can see it's not bad, but there are definitely bumps that you can hit your car on. So this part isn't too bad, but yeah, definitely further down it's not so good. So you've got to go really slow and yeah, be careful. And like I said, one lane of traffic and pretty much nowhere to pull in. So if you meet another car, it's going to be a pain in the backside because you're going to have to just reverse the whole way back.